welcome back. So today I want to talk about Henleys. Now, Henleys are one of the few items out there that really are not specific to any season because there's just so many different variations out there. The reason I love Henleys though is because they can really look sexy and masculine on a man, especially when the top 1 or 2 buttons are undone. That being said, and this is a big mistake that I see a lot of guys make with their Henleys, they're not for everyone, but I'll get into more of that later. So let's get into what to look for in your Henleys based on the time of year it is and the best ways to wear them. Generally, your Henleys will be made out of cotton, but you really want to consider the fabric weight depending on what time of year it is. So if it's the warmer months, go with a lightweight fabric, almost something similar to your t-shirt. That's going to keep you nice and cool during those warmer months. Now, if it's, the cooler parts of the year, you want to go with a thicker, long sleeve, more knit looking Henley, something very similar to a thermal underwear where it's going to keep you really warm, especially when you layer it underneath other items. Like all your clothing, your Henley should have a nice trim fit through the body as well as through the arms. So that means you should not be able to pinch more than 1 to 2 inches of fabric on one side of your stomach and no more than 1 inch of fabric along your bicep. It's really important that you nail down the fit with your Henleys because otherwise it's going to look really sloppy. So I mentioned earlier that Henleys are not for everyone, so now let's get into it since we're talking about fit. If you're a thinner gentleman, you really need to make sure that fit is razor sharp, especially if you're gonna wear a long sleeve version, because if you're wearing a loose fitting Henley, it's gonna make you look even thinner and more frail than you are. So I really only like a long sleeve Henley on a thinner gentleman when it's layered underneath something like a jacket or a casual shirt. Otherwise, when they're worn on their own, they really spotlight how thin a man is. So if you want to wear a Henley on its own and you're a thinner man, then go with a short sleeve Henley because it'll look like a t-shirt, which looks always great on every body type. If you're a more rotund gentleman, aka not in the greatest shape and you've got a bit of a belly going on, absolutely you cannot wear Henleys. Due to the button placket on the front, coupled with the fact that there's no collar, a Henley is really going to just spotlight how big you look in your torso and your neck. Don't worry, a polo shirt is actually a way better option for you because the collar on a polo shirt will actually help kind of just keep your torso looking nice and balanced and proportional so that your top half doesn't look super big compared to your lower half. So let's get into the best ways to wear your Henley depending on the time of year it is. Think of your short sleeve Henleys like a t-shirt, so they're interchangeable like that in your outfits. They can be either worn on their own or underneath a jacket. For the cooler parts of the year, I styled Dorian in this long sleeve knit Henley underneath a leather jacket and some dark wash jeans and a pair of casual black lace-up boots. Now, if you want to wear a long sleeve Henley during the warmer months, make sure that it's a nice lightweight fabric so it feels like a t-shirt. And what you want to do is just push up the sleeves of your Henley up against your forearm so that a little bit of your forearm is exposed. So I actually mentioned this in some of my other videos. Women think it's so sexy when they see a little bit of forearm action on a man. So we love it when the sleeves are either pushed up or rolled up against the forearm. Check out my article, which I'll link below, for the best short sleeve and long sleeve Henleys out there. If you like this video, remember, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.